You can change your life by dressing better. When you feel confident in the way you look, your quality of life improves. More importantly, you start to feel better about yourself and you start wanting to look into more things you could do. And trust me, there's always something that you could do. But for right now, let's get into the basics. You gotta start off with some fitted clothes. Now look, I know the trend right now is baggy, and the baggier the pants, the better, which is not really true by the way. But when you start off with timeless fits, you have the foundation for your wardrobe. Because in my opinion, fitted is something that will never go out of style. It's the most timeless look when it comes to clothes. And I mean fitted, not skinny. There's a huge difference by the way. And it's actually crazy to think that even for a time, I was getting them mixed up. So yes, it's easy to get mixed up, but once you know the difference, it's a huge game changer. But look, all that oversized trendy pieces, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. But what good are all those pieces if you have nothing to wear it with? But the thing is, when you have the right wardrobe essentials, anything that you buy, you will probably always have something to wear it with. If you buy a new jacket that's loud and trendy, wearing it with a white t-shirt underneath and some black jeans, there's no way that it doesn't look good. So look for slim pieces like pants, jackets, shirts, sweaters. All these things are the right pieces to keep when you're just starting your wardrobe. And look, I know maybe you're not just starting your wardrobe, but if you don't have these pieces, then your foundation is not complete. Therefore, you have some things to look forward to. That being said, don't stress about being better. I'm very confident with myself because I am constantly improving, but I don't lose sleep over something I didn't perfect. I see way too many people that stress because they are so nitpicky about everything. The fit is slightly off. This material is better than cotton. Maybe the color tan works better than beige. Look, all that stuff does not matter to me. And that's because I'm not too nitpicky about all my things. I wear what looks good, and what looks good is all up to me. But look, I'm sure my outfit would look a lot better if I wore a pair of boots instead of sneakers, or if I wore a different colored shirt underneath my jacket, but I just don't care enough to be the best dressed. What I care more about is feeling like I'm the best dressed. That being said, when I walk into a room, I don't look at it as a competition. Maybe there is somebody that's better dressed than me. I don't care. If I look good, then I look good. So improve, don't obsess. I'm sure there's plenty of better things that you could do with your energy than worrying about what color shirt you should wear next. That being said, you should shop at the right places. The right places just means you could trust and not stress. The pieces look good and are high quality. And one brand that I'm very excited to put you on is a brand that I talked about a little bit here and there, and that is going to be Urban Revivo, which is actually the sponsor of today's video. And Urban Revivo's aesthetic is very inspired by designers, but my favorite part, the thing that's not inspired by designers, the prices. So I am very excited to show you exactly what I got from Urban Revivo. This is the first piece I'm excited to show you. This is an oversized polo quarter zip, and believe me when I tell you, this is the perfect oversized fit. If you look like a little kid wearing oversized, then you're doing it wrong. It should fit exactly how this one fits. Now, being fully transparent, if you pick up multiple things, you're always gonna have one favorite. Honestly, this one has been my favorite. It's simple, fits perfectly, and very versatile. And this looks great. The textured pattern on this is enough to make this simple long sleeve shirt stand out. This one is still up on the list for one of my favorites. Again, more texture to make you stand out. Can't tell by now, I love polos. If there's one thing that stands out from this brand, is the color palettes that they pick. And this is just such a good example of that. And that's exactly what I'm telling you when I say that this brand has a very unique aesthetic that is unlike a lot of other brands that you see on the daily basis. There's something about a good dress shirt that just makes you feel classy. And with this one, I feel like I should be James Bond or something. All serious though, I love dress shirts and it's something that I've been wanting to wear a lot more of. With this one, I feel like I don't need to look anywhere else but Urban Revivo to find the perfect fitting dress shirt. Now, typically dress shirts you wear at night, which means when it comes to nighttime, if you need a good jacket, the jacket that you should be wearing is this wool one in this sand color. Because I can tell you firsthand, I'm going to be wearing this a lot. Something simple, yet looks incredible. Now, I've never had a hoodie like this, but now that I have my hands on this one, I'd be so happy in life if I got 10 just like this. And one thing that I thought was very interesting that I've never really tried out before is a loud graphic in the back. And so I'm very happy with this pickup. And again, you absolutely cannot forget about the pants. Gray trousers, extremely soft, just makes me want to go out to a nice dinner. And then the pants. These are the perfect everyday pants, perfectly baggy and a very breathable material. Now, like I said, the prices from this brand is incredible, but you can get them even more affordable using code Aaron for 15% off any of your orders. And look, this is quickly becoming one of my favorite brands, and you can try everything I got. The link's gonna be the first one in the description. The next thing I gotta say is simple is always better. Now, this is similar to what I've been saying earlier, but I think it's very important to know that in this channel, I'm not teaching you to be the next fashion icon. I'm teaching you how to look good and be confident. There's a huge difference. And the way I'm doing this is with practical tips and clothes that you could always wear. Look, I don't look at fashion magazines to see some absurd outfit. I'm looking at Pinterest and Instagram for some inspiration on what I could wear tomorrow. And most of the time, it's something much more simple. That's exactly why I like a few accessories rather than covering myself in 10 pounds of silver. Simple and practical is always better. Now look, I might get hate, but there are some fashion trends that I just think are not practical. And some of them just don't look good. But What I'm saying is the simple things that I like in my wardrobe, I prefer. But again, you should always wear whatever you like best. If you find something on Instagram and you think it looks good and you'd be able to wear, most importantly, that you'd be able to wear it confidently, then there really should be nothing to stop you from wearing that. Unless it's too expensive. Trust me, I know how that one feels. And that's exactly why I think it's so funny whenever I say I'm into men's fashion. And people automatically start to assume that I'm wearing these absurd outfits that you see on fashion runways. I'm not into any of that. I'm into things that look good. And again, most of those things are very simple. The next thing I'd like to say is staying comfortable is boring. Now, I don't mean the things that you wear, because obviously they should be very comfortable. But what I'm saying, once you start to settle down and you get very complacent, then at that point, you're not improving. I think there's a really good balance of always improving and just being way too overly obsessed, which again is something that I mentioned earlier, but let's really drill into that. Complacency kills, and I'm a very firm believer of that. So if I find something new and I think it's gonna suit me well, and it's something way out of my comfort zone, I'm still gonna try it because it's something that I can experiment with. And I think, you know what, this will probably look good on me. But had I just stay complacent and think, you know what, I'm already cool with the style that I already have, then there is nothing new, and eventually it's just going to get boring. So improving little by little and at least keeping some sort of new factor when it comes to your outfits and wardrobe, it's a way to keep things fresh and exciting, which is fun. And at the end of the day, all of this should be fun. It should be fun to wear the clothes that you have. You should enjoy the things that you have. But again, it all comes with a balance. I think finding that balance is the most important part. Yes, it's something that I struggled with in the past, but I'm doing a lot better with it. And because I'm getting a lot better with it, I am a lot more happy and I'm a lot more confident. That being said, if you're not experimenting with texture, then I think that's something you should definitely be looking at. Now we're switching gears into actual style tips that will help you improve your style. Start looking at texture. Plain shirts, plain sweatshirts, hoodies, all of these things, again, they can get very boring. So playing with different texture can go such a long way. Let's take, for example, jackets. A suede jacket looks completely different from a denim jacket. It's two different materials with two completely different types of texture. And in my opinion, one looks better than the other. I think it should be very obvious which one I like more. But even just normal clothes, for example, a polo. A regular polo can get very boring, but that's exactly why I like the one from Urban Revival so much. It has a completely different texture and it's something way more interesting to see than something else that you're so used to seeing every day. And this can be with different patterns or it can be with different material, both of which are very interesting and it's something you should experiment with. And the next thing is dressing more grown up. And this is for you younger guys. As a younger guy, it's very easy to stay comfortable wearing streetwear and wearing whatever all your friends are wearing. But that's exactly why you should dress a little bit more grown up, a little bit more sophisticated. Now look, that's my personal style and I'm not going to force my personal style onto you. Again, it all just boils down to experimenting. If you wear hoodies and cargo pants every day, experiment with something like chinos and a polo. Having different aesthetics and having a range of different styles in your wardrobe, that's how you really get ready for any occasion out there. And at the end of the day, the ones that are best dressed are usually just the ones who are ready for that occasion and who could do that in the most stylish way. For example, if you're hanging out with your friends and all of them are wearing cargos and a Fear God Essentials hoodie, then yes, it looks good and it's possible that you're one of the best dressed in your friend group. But if you wear that to a nice dinner, you're completely underdressed and everyone's gonna look at you like you do not know how to dress. So it just boils down to the occasion and you should be ready for any occasion in your wardrobe. That being said, you don't have to waste all your money buying one outfit for any occasion coming up. That's why versatility is so important. And that's exactly why you need the right sneakers that are going to go with anything. If you want to see a video of me spending $1,000, well, kind of spending $1,000 on some sneakers, I have a video that's going to show you exactly that. Other than that, see you in the next one. Later.